They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun!
On second down, Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
22!
They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On second down, here's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, let's go. Gun! Go get him. 11. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
12.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 40 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll buy some time right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun!
Second and 10, it's Ryan again. He completes it to Julio Jones. Julio Jones all alone. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 75 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Prescott to the 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Over the middle, it hits Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, but it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Ryan. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hardy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Hey, let's go.
And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ryan now to throw on third down. Escaping the punt, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Irving. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Bryant's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
47, 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Ryan. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, 38 yards. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
46.
Throwing. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Get out, get out. Good. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here you go. 26.
Prescott on first down. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Switch and eight. Here we go. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, Like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. On second down, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Ryan now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Freeman. Uses the spin, and he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Get up!
From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he's flushed out left, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tyrone Crawford with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bryant's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here you go. 46. 46. Go, get out there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 47.
Prescott from the gun. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
3rd and short yardage. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Ryan, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready? 25. There we go. 21. 11. 11.
And the blitz does come. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again. Ryan forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Done. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out. 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Good.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flushed out right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 34 yards, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here now come the Falcons. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. It's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 46 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Second and 10 now. Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Again, Ryan. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left, so probably one final play here in the 2nd quarter, barring a penalty. Ryan. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that will get them one closer. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.